So I would encourage you to take those discourses up. We have a lot of them in the library over here. Take them up and start reading them. And I think you will find that they are sometimes inspiring. Sometimes you will have no idea what's going on, because sometimes they can be quite hard to understand, these teachings. And that is why it is useful, after all, to have a teacher as well, somebody who can guide you in these kind of things. So I'm not saying that the teachers are useless, that you should just read on your own. On the contrary, teachers can be very useful to guide you. But as you start reading these things, as you start learning them, you start gaining a sense of independence, a sense of being your own man or your own woman, and being able to actually read these things in your own way and seeing what's actually going on there and making your own judgment about these things. And that is a very powerful feeling, to gain that sense of independence in Buddhism, where you feel that you are a Buddhist and you are sort of running your own life, so to speak. Of course, again, having a teacher is powerful and important and very useful, but you also have this independent source that you can use. It's very, very beautiful. And don't think that these teachings are very difficult to read and hard to read. Sometimes I know people think that all the suttas, they're so kind of elevated. How on earth can I, ordinary me, expect to understand these things? They're not that elevated, not that hard to understand. They are meant for ordinary people. It was ordinary people that ordained at the time of the Buddha that became monks and nuns. It was these ordinary people that attained stages of enlightenment, that attained samadhi under the Buddha. So we are no different from those people. We are just the same. If they could understand them, we can understand them. If we can understand them, so could they. So they're not that hard. Yes, it is true, they look a little bit different. When you start reading the suttas, you think, boy, this is quite repetitive, for example. And the reason for that is because it comes from an oral tradition. So they actually read quite differently from how you read literature today. But once you get used to that, once you get past that kind of barrier, you find that they actually speak quite directly to you.